Welcome to Seville, the heart of Andalusia, and a city that feels like a living, breathing museum. Whether you're here for the jaw-dropping architecture, the vibrant flamenco, or just to eat your weight in tapas, Seville has something for everyone. We're going beyond the guidebook to uncover the soul of Seville, from its grand plazas to its hidden alleyways. In this video, I'll take you through the must-see attractions, hidden gems, and the best ways to soak in this city's charm. So grab your sunscreen and let's dive into the magic of Seville. Our first stop is the breathtaking Alcázar of Seville, a masterpiece of Mudéjar architecture and one of the oldest royal palaces still in use in Europe. Stepping into the Alcázar is like stepping back in time. As you wander through its courtyards, you'll be greeted by intricate tilework, whispering fountains, and the scent of orange blossoms in the air. It's no wonder this place has been inspiring artists and poets for centuries. And speaking of inspiration, fans might recognize the Alcázar as the filming location for the Water Gardens of Dorne. Remember those scenes with Daenerys Targaryen? Yep, filmed right here. So channel your inner Khaleesi and get ready for some epic photo ops. To avoid spending your precious vacation time waiting in line, book your tickets online in advance. Once you're inside, don't just breeze through the palace. Take your time to soak it all in. Find a quiet corner in the gardens, close your eyes and just listen to the fountains. And while you're exploring the gardens, keep an eye out for the peacocks. These flamboyant creatures roam freely throughout the grounds, adding a touch of whimsy to the already enchanting atmosphere. If you're visiting during the summer months, try to arrive early in the morning or later in the afternoon to avoid the midday heat. No matter when you visit, the Alcázar is a must-see. It's a place where history comes alive, where beauty knows no bounds, and where you're guaranteed to leave with memories that will last a lifetime. Now get ready to be wowed because our next stop is none other than the Seville Cathedral, the largest Gothic cathedral in the world. This architectural marvel dominates the Seville skyline, and trust me, it's even more impressive up close. As you approach the cathedral, take a moment to appreciate its sheer scale. This place is massive. Construction began in the 15th century on the site of a former mosque, and over the centuries it's grown into a breathtaking testament to human ambition and artistry. But the Seville Cathedral isn't just big, it's also full of surprises. One of the most fascinating things about this place is its blend of architectural styles. You'll see elements of Gothic, Renaissance and even Moorish design, reflecting Seville's diverse cultural heritage. And speaking of Moorish influence, let's talk about La Giralda, the cathedral's iconic bell tower. Originally built as a minaret for the mosque that stood here before, La Giralda is a masterpiece of Islamic architecture. Its intricate brickwork and soaring height are a sight to behold. Now I know what you're thinking. Rick, should I climb to the top? And my answer is a resounding yes. The views from up there are simply breathtaking. You'll be rewarded with panoramic vistas of Seville, stretching out in all its sun-drenched glory. But be warned, there are no elevators in La Giralda. You'll be climbing a series of ramps, originally designed so the muezzin could ride his donkey to the top for the call to prayer. It's a bit of a workout, but trust me, the views are worth it. Once you've caught your breath and soaked in the views, head inside the cathedral. Here, you'll find a treasure trove of art and religious artifacts. And of course, no visit to the Seville Cathedral would be complete without paying your respects at the tomb of Christopher Columbus. Now let's step back in time to 1929, when Seville hosted the Ibero-American Exposition. This grand event brought together countries from across Latin America and Spain, and to celebrate, they built a spectacular plaza that would become one of Seville's most iconic landmarks, Plaza de España. As you approach the plaza, you'll be struck by its sheer grandeur. It's a vast, semi-circular space framed by a magnificent building with a canal running through its center. It's like something out of a fairy tale, and trust me, it's even more impressive in person. Now you might be thinking, Rick, this place looks familiar. And you're right. Plaza de España has been featured in several movies, including And. One of the things I love most about Plaza de España is its attention to detail. As you stroll along the canal, take some time to admire the intricate tile work that adorns the bridges and benches. Each alcove represents a different province of Spain, showcasing the country's rich cultural diversity. Plaza de España is a place where history and beauty collide, where you can relax by the water, and where you're guaranteed to capture some unforgettable memories. Chapter 4. Flamenco and Triana, the soul of Seville. Now let's dive into the heart and soul of Seville flamenco. This passionate and expressive art form originated right here in Andalusia, and it's more than just a dance, it's a way of life. When the music starts and the dancer takes the stage, you can feel the history and emotion pouring out of every step, every clap, every strum of the guitar. It's raw, it's powerful, and it's something you have to experience firsthand to truly understand. Now there are countless places to see flamenco in Seville, from grand theaters to intimate tablaos, but for a truly authentic experience I recommend heading to the Triana neighborhood, the birthplace of flamenco. Triana is located just across the river from the historic center, and it's a world away from the tourist crowds. This vibrant and down-to-earth neighborhood is where flamenco legends were born, and you can still feel their spirit in the air. As you wander through the narrow streets of Triana, keep an eye out for the small, family-run tablaos. These intimate venues offer a more authentic and up-close flamenco experience than the larger, more touristy shows. Chapter 5. Tapas, a culinary adventure in every bite. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, food. And in Seville, food means tapas, those delicious little bites that are practically a religion in this part of Spain. Tapas are more than just a meal, they're a way of life. It's about sharing food with friends and family, savoring every bite, and enjoying the simple pleasures of good company and good conversation. Now there are countless tapas bars in Seville, each with its own unique atmosphere and specialties. You'll find everything from traditional Andalusian dishes to modern and innovative creations. One of my favorite things to do in Seville is to go on a tapas crawl, hopping from bar to bar, sampling different dishes and soaking in the lively atmosphere. It's a great way to experience the city like a local and discover hidden culinary gems. So what should you order? Well, that's the beauty of tapas. You can try a little bit of everything. Some of my personal favorites include jamón ibérico. This melt-in-your-mouth cured ham is a Spanish delicacy, and it's a must-try when you're in Seville. Salmorejo, this refreshing cold soup is perfect for a hot day. Gambas al ajillo, these garlicky shrimp are a classic tapas dish, and they're always a crowd pleaser. Chapter 6. Metropol Parasol, Seville's modern marvel. Now let's fast forward to the 21st century and explore one of Seville's most modern and controversial landmarks, the Metropol Parasol, affectionately known as Las Setas or the Mushrooms. This futuristic wooden structure, designed by German architect Jürgen Mayer, rises above the city skyline like a giant honeycomb. It's a stark contrast to Seville's traditional architecture, and it's sparked plenty of debate since its completion in 2011. Some people love it, praising its innovative design and the breathtaking views it offers of the city. Others, well, not so much. They see it as an eyesore, a modern intrusion into Seville's historic fabric. But love it or hate it, there's no denying that the Metropol Parasol is a sight to behold. One of the best things about the Metropol Parasol is the panoramic views it offers of Seville. You can walk along the winding pathways that snake across the structure's roof, taking in 360-degree vistas of the city below. And if you're visiting in the evening, be sure to stick around for sunset. The views from up here are simply magical as the sun dips below the horizon, bathing the city in a warm, golden glow. Whether you're a fan of modern architecture or simply looking for unique and unforgettable views of Seville, the Metropol Parasol is definitely worth a visit. Chapter 7. Hidden Gems, Unveiling Seville's Secrets. Now, while Seville's iconic landmarks are certainly impressive, sometimes the most rewarding travel experiences come from venturing off the beaten path and discovering the city's hidden gems. So, for those of you who like to explore beyond the guidebook, I've got a few secret spots up my sleeve. These are the places where you can escape the crowds, soak in the local atmosphere, and create memories that will last a lifetime. First up, let's head to Maria Luisa Park, a verdant oasis in the heart of the city. This sprawling park, once part of the private gardens of the Palace of San Telmo, is a haven of peace and tranquility. As you wander through the park's shady paths, you'll be greeted by lush vegetation, colorful flowers, and the soothing sounds of fountains. It's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and enjoy a moment of serenity. And if you're feeling active, you can rent a bike and explore the park on 2 wheels. There are miles of bike paths winding through the park, offering a different perspective on its beauty. Next, let's venture to Casa de Pilatos, a hidden gem tucked away in the heart of the city. This stunning palace, built in the 15th century, is a fascinating blend of Mudéjar, Gothic, and Renaissance architectural styles. As you step inside, you'll be transported back in time to a world of elegance and grandeur. The palace's courtyards are adorned with intricate tilework, whispering fountains, and lush vegetation, creating an atmosphere of tranquility and beauty. And the best part? Casa de Pilatos is often overlooked by tourists, which means you can explore its beauty without having to battle the crowds. It's a true hidden gem, and it's definitely worth seeking out. And there you have it, Seville, a city that's equal parts history, culture, and magic. Whether you're here for the architecture, the food, or the flamenco, this city will steal your heart. I hope this video has inspired you to add Seville to your travel bucket list. And if you're already planning a trip, I hope it's given you some insider tips to make your adventure even more memorable. If you enjoyed this guide, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Urban Odysee for more travel adventures. Adios.